For today's gardening video, I'm going to be replanting our herbs. We grow our herbs on our kitchen windowsill in pots, and herbs are a really nice addition that you can put into meals to add a nice flavor to them. But over time, as the herbs grow in these pots, they start to degrade, and once a year I like to put new potting soil into the pots and plant new seeds just to start fresh. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Now here's the herbs that we grow primarily. You can see everything's pretty much died off. In fact, in this one there's really nothing growing. But like I was mentioning, everything kind of dies off after a while, and even if you're watering it and stuff, they just kind of, I think, lose nutrition inside the soil. And this is obviously pretty much dead. But here's what I'm going to be replanting today. We got Genovese basil, this is thyme, oregano, and sweet basil, and that's what's in each of these right now. So what I'm going to do is empty what's growing in here out, and then we're going to start fresh with some new soil and some new seeds. That's a pretty easy process. Just take it, dump it right out. Should come right out of there. See how simple that is? So you got that all fresh. Dump that out. And you just keep doing that with all of them. This is the big one here. Came right out. These are real dry because we just let them go recently since I was planting new ones. Of course, the last one wants to put up a fight. There it goes. And you're done. I'd recommend doing the next step in the grass if you can, because it's going to get a little messy. You're going to take your potting mix, which mine is Miracle Grow, that's the brand that I bought, and you're going to take the potting soil and you're going to put that into, in my case, your 4 pots, and fill those up to about where they were before. You can kind of see the line there. Now I got that done, you can see why I recommend doing this in the grass. Sometimes you spill some soil down. So the next thing you're going to do, you're going to take some water and you're going to saturate each of these before you put your seeds in, just so the seeds don't get moved around when you water it afterwards. I kind of like to do this ahead of time. So that should be pretty good for each of those. And now the fun part. We're going to put our seeds in. The first herb I'll be planting is thyme. It says that you're supposed to plant this 1/4 inch into the ground. So I'm just going to open up the packet here, and I'm going to put pretty much all of them in because there's no reason not to. So you just open that up, and inside you'll find a bunch of seeds inside there. So you just sprinkle those into your soil. I try to kind of make some spots for them and then maybe just cover it up a little bit. But you're just going to sprinkle that throughout like this. And that's it. So that was all of them. They just all went in. Next I'm just going to cover that up, put it around like that. I might even take a little more soil, which is kind of nice to have extra. Then just put some extra on top of that, just to make sure they're all under there. And that's it for the first one. So you're just going to do that again for each one of these, and you're going to have yourself a nice little herb garden. Next we got oregano. Do that the same way. You're just going to dump that in like that, and then it'll sprinkle in really nicely. Apologize for the background sound. My neighbor just started mowing his yard, but that's a good sign because it means summer's coming, which is something I've been really looking forward to. So you got all those in, and then again you're going to put a little more soil on top of that again, just like the last one. You're probably starting to see the trend here, just right there. And that's it. And I put a little more water on that too, just to make sure everything's nice and soaked through. Sweet basil, going to dump that in, and that's a lot for that little spot, but I don't mind growing extra in there. Next we'll put some more soil on that again. And that one's done. And finally the last one, this is the Genovese basil. Now I'm just going to sprinkle that throughout here. Got a little bit of a bigger pot for this one. So sprinkle that out and put some more soil in that one. Lastly, just put a little more water in each of those, not too much, just enough to cover it. And you're done planting, and now the sucky part, which is cleanup. Here you can see the windowsill where we keep the herbs. This window is south facing, so these get a lot of sun all day, and it's going to be really nice for growing them and very convenient for picking them, being that they're here in our kitchen. So that's what I'm growing today. Hopefully this video inspired you to grow some herbs. It's very simple, as you saw, and very economical, and you can just pick them right out of your windowsill and put them into your food. Very cool. So I'll have more gardening and more growing videos here in the future, so thanks for watching.